What's going on, my friend? How are you? Is that recording? Yeah, we got some recording going on. I'm making this video because I just tried to contact Neuralink. You know the implant team, Neuralink, 10,001 team. I go to law firm. What? The phone call went straight to a law firm. So you guys dealing with a lot of lawsuits. Can only imagine. Can only imagine because in 10 minutes it will be 33 after the hour. So then I asked this law firm, since they picked up, it was a woman's voice. She says, well, we did a lawsuit for them and they put our phone number on their website and that's why you keep getting it. I says, well, maybe you could help me. She says, oh, no, I can't. I don't have the number. I says, no, I don't want the number. She says, well, what's the problem? I says, well, do you guys, since you're a law firm, are you covering cases that deal with brain-machine interfacing and cerebral warfare and remote neural monitoring? She hung up the fucking phone! Now, since this is YouTube, this video is going to, and there's a new owner there at YouTube. Susan. Remember Susan, the ex-CEO of YouTube? I got paperwork here. Hi, Susan. How are you? If you are listening. And now Mr. Elon Musk owns YouTube. He owns Neuralink. And I couldn't get through. And any phone number that they give me for Neuralink, it's some kind of Google voice. Can I connect you? I left a nice long voice message, as professional as possible. I left my YouTube handle. It's about the storm. Stormy? It's funny whenever you could hear the propagated frequency out of the magneto from the wind. This boy's crazy. Sounds like a black guy's voice. But anyways, I was trying to make some videos of Mr. Gresh from Pittsburgh, and I keep getting interrupted. Now, Mr. Gresh says there's non-human entities that are in possession of certain medical facilities, maybe we'll call it, some black projects, some communication experts, some aircraft designers. What else? He was here from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. He went to school here, University of Pittsburgh. I saw him on Tucker Carlson talking on Tucker Carlson. I think he was the guy in the UFO hearings, UAP hearings, the omnidirectional field propulsion device hearings that didn't talk about nanotechnologies, didn't talk about any brain chip interfacing technologies, didn't talk about anything of a smaller international scale that goes down to the picos and the attos and the zetos, all this wonderful stuff in the axions in the brain and how they can be pulled out. You know, Mr. Gresh, I'm going to compliment your story. You know, Steven Spielberg made a movie about that a long time ago. He called it The Extraterrestrial, called E.T. And let me ask you guys, what happened in that movie, E.T.? It found some little kid. And then after he found this little kid, the little kid tried to hide it. His name was Billy. And he left the extraterrestrial at the house. And what happened when Billy went to school? Because this is going to answer all your questions. When Billy went to school, he went to a class where they were dissecting frogs. Dissecting frogs. Isn't this a coincidence? But what happened when E.T. was at home? He started drinking beer. And E.T. got drunk and fell on the floor. What happened to Billy? Billy felt his emotions, didn't he? How did that fucking happen? And you know what else is pretty funny? E.T. had a fucking quantum dot on his finger he's picking his fucking nose with. Steven Spielberg. The extraterrestrial. All you guys that want to make a movie, he already got it. And we're just getting it now. Huh. E.T. Mr. Gresh, E.T. Remember that very specifically. Whenever Billy was at school and E.T. was here at the house drinking Miller High Life, got drunk, Billy got drunk too. How did that happen? That's what I ask all you quantum nuts, all you communication nuts. More importantly, since everybody knows there's non-human entities running around, we call it artificial intelligence. How does that happen? And why are you doing this to people? More importantly, why is there nowhere to go? And why can't I call a company that deals with brain-machine interfaces and brain chipping interfaces and tell them what the fuck is going on? I just talked to a nice young man that's going to school here at Robert Morris. He's Indian. He speaks English too. Smart. Very nice and polite. He told me there was just on the news the other day, over 90 million people had a malware issue. And all their credit cards, phone numbers, medical records, how many times they shit, how many times they pissed, what they ate for breakfast was released. 90 million. I didn't hear about it because I don't watch TV. Can you hear that, my friend? Hell of a lightning storm this morning, wasn't it? You know, I watched Mr. Lee's video last night, too. And them talking about the CIA using weather warfare and new technology to kill people. And it goes under everyone's fucking mind that everything man ever invented, man figured out how to kill people with it. That was a good analogy. You pick up a hammer to hammer a nail, but you can use that hammer to smash a fucking human skull. Good, great analogy. Also left a message at BlackRock. You think they'll call me back? Dealing with brain chip technologies, brain machine interfaces, artificial intelligence, brain mapping. It just makes me wonder if they'll call back. They got my phone number. They got my name. Do you think they feel shame? You know, I called a news journalist the other day too. You know, they put me on hold for a minute and they probably run my phone number. They asked me if it was classified information I was trying to divulge, to share. I looked at him, I says, no, I have a fucking YouTube page where I talk about this all the time. Classified information. And the goofy part is, I remember instance that Prince Harry said he sued a journalist team and won in court. $2.5 million he sued for. I think he got it. I'm not sure. So how the hell Prince Harry figure out that there's journalists and paparazzi and shit in his phone overriding his system? How did that happen? More importantly, Mr. Gresh, Mr. Lieutenant Fravor, Mr. Graves, are you guys dealing with any voice-to-skull communications? And if you're not, something tells me you're a fucking plant. To cover up nanotechnology being used and being 3D printed for fucking semiconductors. Hey, that's great, but you can't prove that the stealth craft are here. So something tells me you're a fucking plant, all three of you. But Mr. Graves, I heard that you said the whole thing down in Mexico was fucking bogus. It was a waste of fucking time. So Mr. Graves, are you going to talk about nanotechnology and its implications of mind control and mind reading technologies that are coming out? That Metaverse, formerly known as Facebook, just released a few months ago, back in November of 2023. You can sit at your computer or your cell phone and not say a word and communicate with it. It'll take your thoughts and put it into text. Can you talk about this shit? Please, I beg you. I don't beg you. It should be your fucking duty. More importantly, whoever's listening to me, you should be giving him these videos so he can come here. Because I am at the 9/11th Air Force Base Reserve, National Guard Reserve, 171st Reserve, 3 goddamn government buildings. And the 4th one, it's called Blue Skies. You can probably hear the reflections coming off of the window right now, where the phone's pointed. Because I know that microphone can pick up and demodulate that fucking signal. And then the piezoelectric in the phone that uses haptic feedback. And this worm that goes in there that we call Pegasus. It's not even a software issue. It's on the outside of the fucking phone. And it runs the phone. It's alive. It's literally working off radio waves. It's just not the phone now. Now it's going from the phone to the body. And we don't want to speak of this. I seen a video of journalists saying from the NSA, they call it a centipede stingray patrol bot. That's pretty accurate. Because that's the hologram that they let me see. These like little centipedes flying the fuck around. These little scalar crystal bracelets and shit. The old technology, it was just a worm. Went right around my wrist and started burning whenever it was transducing. And then they put it all over the floor. Just like the little purple guitar strings I was telling you guys about. That's the new stuff. It's called nanoscales. I could show you the web. Matter of fact, I should have printed the shit up whenever I first seen it. Because they're studying it. The cell phones is causing this leader effect. And it's called scales. But now I have to deal with this intelligence community using this technology, however the fuck they got it. That should be every one of your fucking concerns. Every one of them. Because they brought this into my house 4 years ago. Before fucking COVID got here. And this shit almost fucking killed me. And then I found out we have a unique little radio frequency harmonic filter that was developed in Dayton, Ohio. At the time in 2018, 2020, it was the size of a ballpoint pen. Now we got nano. Can you imagine what the fuck they're doing? And that correlates right with 2017. Somebody released about self-replicating nano getting on a loose and just indiscriminately killing. And now we got organoids. these hybrid intelligences. We got brain cells on computer chips, DNA computing. Birds are singing. We need help too, the birds say. The deer say. The insects say. The bees. The CIA. This is grand. Anyways, I'm gonna cut this video short. I've been going on for about 10 minutes. Here's the weather here. Is that door open? There's a signal demodulated in my vestibulars. Said you're right. He did right. It just said you just fucked yourself. Slovenia. Tax Slovenia. Just opened. What else happened here last night? We got a temporary gas line. So this is the second gas line that was dug up. That runs hand in hand with a couple houses that just exploded within a couple past months, huh? Who else was it? Donald Trump. I forgot to mention in a video yesterday about him talking about General Milley that had to leave the office by law as a military recruiter, whatever your fucking Christmas tree sparkly fucking glittery shit is. Decorated fucking Christmas tree with a nice big star on top. Said he deserves to be in jail. Says he deserves the death penalty. Why do you think Donald Trump said that? Mr. Mayorkas, Homeland Security. Why do you think he said that? And he's just talking about outrage. You know what I mean? A friend in need is a friend indeed. And frequencies resonate, internal energy, neurologically developing. Deception. Skill and stupendous stupidity. Makes sense, doesn't it? A friend in need is a friend indeed. You guys. And it just progressively got worse from there. This shit was already in me, now it's even worse. This is not going to continue. FCC. Do these words I'm saying, can Fox News say them? Because Nano Weapons was on Fox News. Organoids were on Fox News. And more importantly, how they're studying dreams. And the ability to connect you through a cell phone or a computer to your dreams is on Fox News. Can we have a continuation? FCC. Do you own those telephone poles? Because there's one in my front yard, FCC. There's a pole right in my fucking front yard. Do you own that pole? Do you sell virtual reality real estate from that pole on my front yard, FCC? Can we have a continuation with the AR, VR, FCC, since this is a corporation decision? More importantly, FCC, those poles, that's you, both electric and communications, and over there, you're tapping it, your communications are tapping into the electric, and now the communications are in my house right here, FCC. Both places, FCC. So now, electric, gas, FCC. Now what's this FCC? How does this get bought and sold right here? What's this one? What's this one? Because FCC, when that box was put in, I asked the guys who put it in, what's the standard on it? They picked their tools up and walked away and sent a letter to the house. I didn't say you couldn't put it on. I just said, is there any standards on it? They just got up and walked away, FCC. Just had a pressure, an acoustic pressure blowout up in the sky. Starts off as a little compression and just like a speaker, poof, blows up. Sounds like thunder. Anyways, FCC, who's this entity controlling all this shit? Because I know it's not you. I know it's not a stealth aircraft that maybe the Space Force or the Air Force can use, or the Navy, or the CIA. But we all know around my house, FCC, now there's another communications problem because we put nano in vaccines. That's another communication FCC is going to get involved in. And cloud computing. Cloud computing. FCC, this is you. This is the closed doors regulations at the White House. Nothing else was said. That was 6 months ago. Pretty close to it. What's going on in the UK, FCC? That's not you. I know that I heard a pathologist talking about a lot of young people were dying from heart attacks. And I could explain to him how it happened. To a T. Matter of fact, they could fly me to the UK right now, and they could go right through my body with all their sensors and everything. They could do it here. And they could see all the little pieces of technology on me. Matter of fact, the artificial intelligence on this phone could probably do it. If I just got naked, let the AI diagnose it, it'll find it. Magnetometers, like all I gotta do is go to the airport, go through a magnetometer. It should set it off immediately. Fucking immediately. And how are you gonna stop people from coming through? Border, Homeland Security. Someone like me, full of fucking nano receivers, transceivers, hardware, more importantly, this little centipede stingray patrol bot. How are you going to stop that from going through your airports and getting on them fucking airplanes and blowing the fucking doors out?